At my bank, I was literally getting pennies using Wealthfront. Cha-ching! There's this much that I'm getting in interest, and I didn't have to do anything.
Clients like Angela earn up to 4.2% APY on their cash with the Wealthfront cash account. Get started at wealthfront.com. Client was paid $1,000 for their testimonial, creating a conflict of interest. Outcomes vary. 3.3% base APY as of January 30th, 2026 is representative, variable, and earned on funds swept to program banks. 0.65% new client boost for 3 months on up to $150,000. Direct deposit $1,000 a month and fund an investing account for a 0.25% increase. Cash account offered by Wealthfront Brokerage LLC, member FINRA SIPC, not a bank.
Hear that? That's the sound of busy. To a restaurant, all that shouting and banging might as well be a symphony. It means the long days and longer nights are paying off. Sure, it's noisy, but there's a worse sound. This, not busy. Busy means business, which is why Toast gives restaurants the tools and tech they need to help them perform under pressure. Sounds pretty good, right? Toast, built for busy.
Before I switched to Wealthfront, my APY was probably 0.1, like it was a joke.
I was literally getting pennies. Once I switched, cha-ching!
With the Wealthfront cash account, earn up to 4.2% APY on your cash.
The high APY with Wealthfront was a clear winner.
There are no petty fees.
Every month, there's this much that I'm getting in interest, and I didn't have to do anything. My money is working hard on its own, and I can trust Wealthfront is taking care of me.
Earn more on your uninvested cash with a Wealthfront cash account. No account fees, no minimums, and no strings attached. Get started today at wealthfront.com. Clients were paid $1,000 for their testimonials, creating a conflict of interest. Outcomes vary. 3.3% base APY as of January 30th, 2026 is representative, variable, and earned on funds swept to program banks. 0.65% new client boost for 3 months on up to $150,000. Direct deposit $1,000 a month and fund an investing account for a 0.25% increase. Cash account offered by Wealthfront Brokerage LLC, member FINRA SIPC, not a bank. Fees and eligibility requirements may apply to certain checking features of the cash account.
Good morning. It's time for the market update on this Friday morning on the Linder Farm Network with Jim Emter, Van Auning Company, Alexandria. Well, Jim, corn futures on the higher side now. Soybeans also on the higher side. What are you following this morning?
You know, Linda, we've done a lot of damage to the charts, but we're getting to some key price counts here. Corn particularly hitting a third Fibonacci extension to the downside. So I think this is an area that we need to pay attention to. Or I should say we're at least within a few cents of that. Overnight, December corn hit a low of 435.5. 432 is that price count we were talking about. And, seeing a reversal characteristic off that like we've seen so far this morning. Encouraging to see. Still a lot to work through. The next price count after that, if we would extend lower, is 389. That just feels like too much in the face of a full summer ahead yet. So I think this is an area that we can bounce off of, measure retracements off of, and try to at least get back into that 460 to 475 area off the D's as a recovery point. But finding the story is going to be the next ticket for corn, and that we lack right now with good weather conditions. As for the soybean market, you hit second price counts. We're down into that first support area. If we can't hold here, the next count is 1084. So again, that would be, about another 50 cents down from what we've seen to this point. So important that we hold here. Otherwise, that's the path of least resistance. If we can hold this and start to get some momentum, again, you could look for recoveries back up towards those high $11, $12 marks, and those would be excellent marketing opportunities from our vantage point. So a lot to sort out, Linda, a lot of summer ahead. Just feels like we've taken off a lot as the fund liquidation has really ruled the roost here as of late.
And why the lower look as to cattle and feeder cattle this morning?
A total flip of, expectations there. There, we've actually staged a little initial recovery. And when we look at this consolidated range, Linda, we've kind of wedged up here a little bit. We've had limited cash trade this week. We're just not, I don't think, have enough to really break out here quite yet. So market gets near this first initial resistance area. Make no mistake, this is just a consolidation zone. We haven't put together a rally yet by any means. But, again, this is where kind of the rubber meets the road of, hey, do we have reason to go or not? And so far the market's saying we don't. So a little liquidation there. Hog market just continues to be beat up here, Linda. Lack of cash, new activity, $93 trade, fairly priced futures board. This is just a market for now that's stuck in the hog market.
Thank you, Jim. That's Jim Emter, Van Auning Company, Alexandria. In Chicago, July corn 415 and 3/4 up 4. December 442.5 up 3. July beans now 11.17 and a quarter, up 2 1/4. August up 1 3/4. November 11.20 3/4, up 3/4, or rather, 11.35 1/4. 11.35 1/4, up 1 1/4. July soybean meal up 1.40. July soybean oil down 6.60. Down 60. July Chicago wheat up 5 1/4. Live cattle, June down $2. August down $2.22. August feeder cattle down $2.65. And July lean hogs down 12. The Dow is up 264. This is the Linder Farm Network.
You don't think about your well until something's off. Rust stains, low pressure, water just doesn't taste right. That's not something you ignore. That's your well telling you it needs attention. Irvin Drilling and Pump has been fixing wells across Minnesota since 1956. From cleaning and repairs to full system upgrades, they'll get your water right again. Call Bill and the team today at 320-523-1621 or visit irvindrilling.com.
Wingert Land Services will be offering 49.66 acres of land located in Lexington Township, LeSueur County, by one chance sealed bid auction. This land is located on the south edge of the city of La Center and is being offered as one parcel. Bids must be entered on or before Tuesday, June 30th by 12 p.m. to be considered. Visit wingertlandservices.com for details and registration. That's our market update on the Linder Farm Network.
AM Minnesota on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
The market update sponsored by those KDHL Agro Boosters, including Northern Buildings for quality post-frame construction. Find out more. Very simple. Just go to their website, northernbuildings.com. Also, Craig Keller at the Keller Insurance Agency in Nerstrand. Craig does help protect all things important to you. Welcome back to a special edition of the Rice County Fair Talk 2026 in studio. Peter Van Sluis, the fair manager. Peter, let's pick it up.
No, but it's not that special right now without the jingle.
Oh, boy. It's hard to get good help nowadays, isn't it? Here we go.
Where the city meets the farm, the Great Rice County Fair. We'll see you there.
And because I missed it on the intro, here you go again.
Where the city meets the farm, the Great Rice County Fair. We'll see you there.
I love that jingle, and as long as you have a jingle and you paid for it, you might as well use it.
Yes, absolutely. So
I was just checking to see if you were paying attention.
Of course I'm paying attention. I'm sitting here.
Well, I'm sitting here, but obviously I'm not paying attention.
So let me go over a little bit of details to, go through all the different areas. So actually yesterday with Molly is our office secretary, and she is really amazing. Without her, I wouldn't. She keeps me, in line. She triple checks what I do, and that's why when I do things like putting things on the website or do contracts, and Molly, can you sit with me and look what I'm doing? Because you can mess up with your contracts and stuff. So yesterday we sat down and we went to the website, ricecountyfair.net, and if you go to Fair Week, and underneath there you can see the schedule. And you can see the schedule by location, and you can see the schedule by date and time. So if you're just coming for one day, you can just pull up
one.
Yeah.
And of course, if things do change, stuff happens and weather happens. And so if you got that right there, just jump on the website.
Yes.
And you can stay up to speed on everything every day, every hour of the fair.
And we also will have a booklet printed, but that we do it as late as possible to because if there are changes, so that booklet you get that when you park, so you get the booklet and you get actually a little raffle ticket. You put your name in there, and then you can drop it off. Twice a day they draw. I think they draw 4 times $25 and 1 times $100. And then at the end of the week, they draw another big prize. So that is another thing you can.
So you kind of entered into a raffle when you pay for parking.
Yes. So, the booklet will also be downloadable from the website. But as I said, I don't have that yet. It's a a lot of work to put together because it's multiple pages and it's a little tricky. So, but let's go over a couple of things real quick, and there will be more details over the next several weeks. We bring in people like next week is the IMCA Oldtimer guy is coming.
Rocket Rob.
So Wednesday, Oldtimer races, 5 different heats. It's like open wheels, closed wheels, antique, modifieds. I'm not
all
expert.
different classes.
Yeah, 5 different classes.
If you show up, you'll get educated and see what.
Yep, and if you go to the website, you can actually sign up to race. There's people that have race cars that want to come and race. Safari shows on Thursday, those 4 free shows. Friday, we have big air ATV and motorcycle jumpers. So they come with their huge jumps, and they flip backwards and forwards and all that stuff more. And they do all kinds of other things too. They bring people in from the public, and they let them throw tennis balls at the jumpers while they're jumping. That kind of stuff.
That's kind of cool, and they get the crowd involved a little bit.
Yes, they will. Yep. And then Saturday morning, 9 o'clock is the antique tractor pull that is free again. And then at 7 o'clock we have the UPM truck and tractor pull with starring Jerry.
The Unhooker.
The Unhooker, yeah. So, and I keep yelling at you and waving, but you have your headset, you have your mufflers on your head. You don't see me.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then Sunday we have enduro races. They're coming back again. We didn't have them last year, so. And that is at 2 o'clock. Then if you go to the Sellner stage, which is next to the commercial building, Wednesday we have Melissa Schultz, she's back, and the Jolly Peas, they're back. They play in the evening, they're typically there. Thursday we have Steve Huber and Eclipse, and in the evening the White Sidewalls. Friday we have Marv Nissel Band, which is a polka band. Yeah. Typically we have... who do we have? We have Charlie Stika, but this year there's 3 different fairs at the same week. So Charlie went somewhere else. So we get the Marv Nissel Band, which is friends of Charlie. Luke Smith is performing. He is a local artist. He is pretty good. Sherwin Linton, who is the tribute band for Johnny Cash.
Oh, can I interrupt you for a second? They hid the screen. I have to get these 3 ads in. Stand by.
Yep, go ahead.
Hang on to it.
Hear that? That's the sound of busy. To a restaurant, all that shouting and banging might as well be a symphony. It means the long days and longer nights are paying off. Sure, it's noisy, but there's a worse sound. This, not busy. Busy means business, which is why Toast gives restaurants the tools and tech they need to help them perform under pressure. Sounds pretty good, right? Toast, built for busy.
Mississippi is breaking new ground for business at a historic pace. Amazon, XAI, Toyota, Milwaukee Tool, and GE Aerospace have all tapped into our deep talent pool, prime geographic location, and welcoming communities. This is bigger than megasites. Mississippi offers a thriving business ecosystem with affordability, greater collaboration with energy partners, and record-breaking speed to market. Looking to expand? Break new ground at Mississippi.org.